Earth is our home, and, knowing full well that we could never ascend into the heavens, God has come down. Nevertheless, many Christians still think that the end game is to be hoisted up into the heavenlies. The goal of the gospel is clear: Thy kingdom come, not Thy kingdom go. The meek, Jesus tells us, will inherit the earth, not a fast chariot into the Milky Way. Heaven is God's throne, but the earth he has given to the sons of men. All of these promises should give us great encouragement. We were made for the earth, and at the resurrection the earth will be our inheritance, a redeemed earth, an earth in which heaven has come down and is fully present in the man, Jesus Christ. In his book Orthodoxy, G.K. Chesterton tells the story of a man who sets sail from England to bravely discover new worlds. Because of a slight miscalculation, he winds up on a beach which he considers must be part of a strange new land. There he triumphantly plants the British flag in that barbaric temple which turns out to be the Pavilion at Brighton. Chesterton then asks the question, should this man be pitied or envied? Some think our sailor friend should be pitied. After all, what did he achieve by sailing in a circle? Chesterton thought he was a man to be envied. Chesterton goes on to admit that he was that sailor. He says that his searching ended when he found all his longings satisfied in the gospel that had been gathering dust beside his bed. What could be more delightful, Chesterton said, than having in that same brief moment all the fascinating terrors of going away, combined with all the security of coming home again? Like this man, the Christian life is one of sailing out to the new world. But we are not heading off into the never-never. We are with God, who delights to ride upon the storm with us as we make our way from home back home. The terror is our brief moment of death, but what follows is a resurrection and all the security and satisfaction of coming home. This home. This was Paul's encouragement to the Thessalonian church, who were grieving over loved ones lost. Would we see them again? Yes, you will, says Paul. They will return with Jesus when he has put the last enemy, death, under his feet. And so he writes, we do not want you to be uninformed, brothers, about those who are asleep, that you may not grieve as others do who have no hope. For since we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so, through Jesus, God will bring with him those who have fallen asleep. Many believers are afraid to admit that they like it here. They have been told to forget earth, and it's those castles in the air where the action is. But in truth, heaven makes them homesick. They are afraid to say it out loud, that while they don't want to go to hell, they also don't really want to leave earth either. They want to stay here. They like it here. This is home. And so it will be. The New Jerusalem, coming down from heaven, will be our home. And when this happens, God will be our neighbour. Heaven and earth will become one, and we will live, play, eat and drink with the Son of Man and with all those who have fallen asleep in Christ. Life with Christ our neighbour, here in the world he loved enough to die for, is our destination. Does the thought of leaving here for heaven make you homesick? Look out your window. Everything you see will one day be given to you, renewed, restored, and redeemed for you. This is home, and God has secured it for our joy and for all eternity through the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ.